So in using Statkey here, we'll go confidence interval for our mean. We'll go ahead and do our body temperature, so we'll hit the drop-down menu because the data is already in here. We'll do our bootstrap distribution, and I'm going to go ahead and generate 5,000. Now, just for clarification, what we have over here on this side right here is your original data from the original sample. Where down below here is our bootstrap sample. So if I click right here, my bootstrap is given to me over here on the right. If I click here, my bootstrap is over there on the right. Anywhere in here, my bootstrap shows up over there. But that's not what we're really interested in. Now, as a side note, you'll notice the mean of our bootstrap is reasonably close to the mean of our sample, which it should be. But if we click two-tail, we now get our 95% confidence interval. Once again, your 95% confidence interval could be calculated from taking your mean from your sample plus and minus 2 times your standard error, which we have right here. But a second way it can be calculated is with the percentiles, where there's 2.5% in the bottom, 2.5% in the top, leaving the middle 95%, which is from 98.048 to 98.47. You'll notice if you're watching the video for the PowerPoint in your notes, this was, I think, 0.05, which was very close to what we actually ended up with this way. And if it varies a little bit, that's fine. Now, if you wanted 99%, you click here in the middle, go 0.99. Well, here's your percentile method for your 99% confidence interval down here in the bottom. Now, suppose you wanted, say, something odd like a 93 percentile. Well, you go 0.93 or 93% confidence level. Here would be your 93% confidence interval down here. I've never seen a 93% before, but that's what you would do. If you wanted 90%, which I occasionally see, you go 0.9 here on that box, and then you get your 90% confidence interval down here. You would also do the same thing even if you're dealing with proportions or difference in means or difference in proportions. So if you had a single proportion, if it was already in here, you'd select that, or you could edit your data. We'll do something customary here. We'll make something up. We'll say we have 48 out of 128. You could still go ahead and generate your sample or bootstrap distribution. And once again, you have your original proportion up here. You could do a 95% confidence interval with your original sample statistic right here, plus or minus 2 times your standard error. Or you could do the two-tail, and you would get your 95% confidence interval this way down below. Or if you wanted a 99%, you go up here and you go 0.99. And then you would get your confidence interval listed down here in the bottom between 0.266 and 0.477. Or if you wanted 90% confidence interval, you go 0.9, and then that would be down here.